More notes I never published. There are two types of sins to look at. Yours and everyone else's. And guess what? You can do something about yours, but you can't do anything about others. Just be a good example. They have to deal with their own problems, and you have to deal with yours. So focus your time on the sin you can do something about, and repent, and leave others, sinners, to look after their own sins. Look at you, because by your example, by the way you live, will show them how to solve their sins if you're living right. Life as a whole, you can't change anyone else's but your own. You can change yourself, and that will influence others to do right, but it will still be their decision, not yours. You can't make them choose right. Only you can be a godly example. Leave, again, alone the side, the other people part, to live their lives and to make their own decisions. Just be that godly example that you need to be. All right, let's get another days in the life of Ken. These are notes that I've made over the years, and I've carried them around with me and did nothing with them, and I figured there's a pony in here somewhere. Even some of it BS, it might be, but there's a pony in here. All right, let's see here. You made us in your image, Lord, but not in your perfection. The flaw in us, the missing piece, is you. Our search in life has been to find the one true God, you. The past that gives meaning to our life. The key and active of all we could ever hope to be. You are the key. With no apology that we are incomplete without you. Without you, we have missed why we were even made or exist. When we have you, we are complete. We are complete in you, dear Lord. More staples here, more staples. Hold on. The difference between God, the one true God, is he made all the others. Sure, there are angels and different principalities that you can worship that can give you some power. Yes, they can. But why would you want to worship and follow them? The ones that were created, when we can work with the one that created us all, the Most High. Why would you choose to worship a tree or anyone or anyone else but the Most High, the creator of everything? The one that nothing was made that was not made by him. God had a choice to make us like the animals, automatically choosing the nature, things by nature, and then we all would have followed him. But he made man free to choose. So don't give me this predestined BS, pure BS, because then why bother doing anything? If it's already been picked, we might as well just drink and be merry, forget about helping or doing anything. He gave us a choice of who we would follow on our own, without force or intimidation. He doesn't force anyone. Heaven is a voluntary place. Why did God create good and evil? I don't even know if he did that. I know he created good, but because he can use both. And by that, He knows if we chose him or not. Created angels and men, the only two beings I know for sure that have the ability to choose. And 1/3 of the angels decided to follow Satan. So probably man and angels created our own evil through not choosing God. That was where the evil came in. And God gave us the choice that we could choose something besides him, but that wasn't his aim. So how can he be responsible? But God can use evil. Now it's created, but I don't think he created it. God does not choose for us, but he can take the circumstances we've created and use them for good if we aim for that. He does not create traps. Man is quite capable of creating his own gallows. He created for others. And because of God, we end up hanging on our own trees, our own creations. But God didn't plan on that and didn't want that. We don't have a mental problem in this life. We have a heart problem. Heal my heart, O Lord, and make me more like you. Your heart is the thermometer of your life, not your mind. The mind will just justify what the heart has decided to do. I just look around at these people that don't believe in God and the amazing mind they have of BS, of supporting something that is ungodly. One of the worst spirits on earth is the spirit of rejection. Once you take that in your heart, it causes all kinds of problems. Reject rejection. God rejected Satan and his followers and his 8 fallen angels. They were with him. He rejected them. And when Satan was thrown out of heaven, he was a little upset, went berserk. And we have to deal with him today. But we have one to rescue us, God, who is greater than any created being. Accept or reject. This is where the rubber meets the road. Be careful what you reject, and be even more careful what you embrace. The world without God knows that rejection is a foundational issue to living a good, decent life. But they cannot solve the problems without God, because it's a heart issue, and only God can change that. The world has tried to take what they could, try to change. But whatever they did without God didn't work. Who can mend a broken heart but God? When God is in the equation, all things are possible, even broken hearts. When one has lost his heart, it's only a matter of time that there's a physical heart failure to follow, because he has a broken heart. Your heart can deceive you and your outcomes. But God put our hearts, to start off with, in his hands. He wanted us to decide for him. But our hearts can stand against him. Only you can change your heart, though. But you may be so far gone that you need God's help to do it. But again, all things are possible with him. What is the most destructive thing we can do is reject God. He has feelings too. And when we reject him, we have rejected the one who could save us. The only power we have towards God is our choice to choose him, to reject him or receive him. He takes that decision very seriously. When God is rejected repeatedly, though, there's a point of no return. Like Pharaoh, the first 2 or 3 times when the plagues came, Pharaoh refused God. He hardened his heart against God. Then after that, God also hardened his heart. He went, okay, Pharaoh, you want to do it this way? We'll do it this way. There's a point where God gives up on you. The forces of darkness no longer helps you, but when you're in that boat, you have no desire for God anyway, so you're long gone, you're done. But he would rather have you against him than lukewarm towards him, because he spits out lukewarm. You're a bad taste in his mouth. So to decide today who you will serve, him or not him. No third choice. It's a simple choice. Not always easy, but one we must make. If we don't make the choice, it immediately falls into that you didn't choose him. You can't have it both ways. Choose you this day who you will serve.